I have another co-host.
Morning, everybody. This is Doug Pinter on Daily Energy. I have my friends from Epic in, and we're having a terrible time here in the studio. From de-shining the head to small ears and all sorts of things in between. My good friend Jen and Eric from Epic, welcome.
Thank you.
How are both of you this morning?
So far, so good.
Yep, glad to be here.
I'm very excited about our partnership for this upcoming year. We're going to have you on the show once a month, and we're going to highlight what Epic does for our community, as well as what you can do for Epic and give back within our community. And, well, let's get started. Eric, I've known you the longest, fellow Chamber Ambassador, buddy. How long have you been a Chamber Ambassador?
It'll be 2 years this month.
Holy smokes. Well, congratulations. And I know you've been at Epic for quite some time.
It'll be 31 years this June.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
And then, Jen, I know you're the Director of Development, correct, at Epic. And how long have you been there?
I've been there, a year and 3 months, maybe?
Yes, seems longer.
Seems like forever. Yeah.
It's going to be a long show. Buckle up, everybody. Get a fresh cup of coffee. Here we go. What the heck? Jen, I know you joined us from the warm, sunshine state of Florida.
Yeah.
You were part of the Tampa Bay Rays organization for quite some time.
Down there for about 8 years. Well, with the Rays for 8 years and Florida for 12. And Illinois is my home, so had to come back.
You just really missed this weather.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
The slush and minus 50 degrees below zero.
Snow is my favorite.
Snow is your favorite. So,
No.
Jen, can you tell our audience, today what we want to do is just educate everyone on what your role is, why you're passionate about Epic, as well as you, Eric. We're going to talk a little bit about fitness later on down this show as well. So, Jen, can you shine some light on why you picked your family up and moved back to Peoria to join Epic? That's a big move, big decision.
Absolutely. Well,
And besides just being
just
with me.
Eric,
Well,
Eric is really the sole reason.
Close it.
I grew up in Ottawa, so about an hour and a half north, just outside of Starved Rock.
Yeah.
All of my family was still up kind of in that area, and wanted to be close to family, but not quite, still in small town. And so I actually was offered a position with the American Cancer Society, which is near and dear to my heart, and worked with them for 3 years. And then this position with Epic came available, and it just really intrigued me. I'm absolutely in the business of relationships and building relationships, and Epic is near and dear to my heart. I have a couple of family members that, they don't live in Peoria, should be in some place like Epic, and if they move up, this will be our first call. So that helped with the transition.
Well, let's talk about Epic. Yeah. What services and amenities does Epic offer here in Peoria?
We offer a wide variety. We look at kind of a three-prong approach. We look at employment, we look at education, and then we look at residential options. So within our four walls, so to speak, we have several different programs ranging from art therapy programs to employment education programs and certifications to a harvest garden where we look at, teaching kind of how to take care of a garden and what to plant where and how to take care of things. And they do a way better job than I do.
I was going to say the basket I received that you gifted to me, Eric.
Absolutely.
Of those vegetables, I mean, it's unbelievable.
It is.
We went home, chopped those up, made a fantastic dinner.
Absolutely.
The quality is just superb.
Yep.
It's
And we'll be offering that same program, and you're going to go into that a little bit too.
Yeah.
But the CSA program, it's unbelievable. Very good.
So there's the three-prong approach. There's lots of opportunities to become more involved with Epic. Whether you're a business owner, if you just want to look to volunteer sometime, learn a little bit more about Epic, it's epicpeoria.org. So epicpeoria.org. Eric, let's talk a little bit about your role. You've been there 31 years, so I assume you built the building.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah. Actually, in 2020, we'll be celebrating 70 years of being in the community. We were once called PARC, Peoria Association for Retarded Citizen, and politically correct, the R word is not what we stand for anymore, because when we're working with the people that we support, they're people. And that's what we want to make sure that we're branding and make sure we're communicating and educating the community. They're people. Every one of us needs some kind of support.
Yeah.
The people that we support just have different kinds of support, and that's the way we try to look at it. My background really came back from the residential side. So the first 20-some years of my employment at Epic, I was over the residential program where I became the vice president of the residential. So I was pretty much involved in helping build new homes in the community. We went from a 56-bed facility and a 114-bed facility, which is really considered a mini institution. Yeah. But at that time in the 70s, that was considered a step up from the big institutions. And so it was a really unique opportunity for us to start integrating the individuals into the community. Then we went to group homes and started building group homes. We had, at the time, the most we had was 24 group homes in the Peoria and East Peoria area, anywhere from 4 beds to 8-bed group homes. The smaller the environment is the best. Then we grew into our host family program, which I think we're going to have one of the shows just designated to that, how you can become a host family provider. It's a really great opportunity to open your home, to provide a home-like environment to 1 to 2 individuals, and make a career out of it. So we've come from a bigger institution to what you and I, all of us, expect to live in. I mean, living with 56 people probably is not the best thing. 114, definitely not. But when you have 4 people in a home, that's pretty cool.
So I was introduced to Epic through the Peoria Chamber of Commerce ambassador program. So thanks, Jeff Griffin, Susie, and all the ladies at the office down there. And you hosted a before hour. So absolutely. I was able to tour your facility, and I saw your back room, the mail room, the construction room. Wow, is this, and it's not a room, it's a warehouse.
Absolutely.
It is a large warehouse. There's forklifts going around. There's people doing everything from construction all the way down to stamping envelopes and doing those mailings. And then I found out that businesses could hire some of the people that were utilizing Epic. I hired an individual. His name was Dan. He was the United Way recipient of the year, I believe. We had someone out taking pictures highlighting him. And Dan was a breath of fresh air at my facility. His primary role was just say hi to people. And it's amazing when someone just stops and asks how your day is going, and they truly are genuine about it, and they want a response from you instead of, it's okay, it's Monday, or whatever. Dan helped bring that out, and he helped create a culture with the members of Anytime Fitness. They started asking where he was after he went back to Epic. So I definitely need to get somebody else back employed, number one, because I enjoy hiring new people, teaching them the ways, seeing them become more successful. And I understand some of these individuals at Epic then take that money and they're able to provide or pay for housing with other individuals from Epic, like you were mentioning.
Absolutely.
So it really gives them that freedom and self-sufficient.
Absolutely.
Probably, that helps them in their day-to-day routine.
Right.
So
I think the main thing too, and when I bring new staff in, now I'm with oversee the human resources department. I think the biggest thing, and the first thing I always tell new employees is there's 2 things we need to accomplish here. We need to make sure that we're providing purpose and value to everybody that we provide services to. And that is so important because everybody wants to feel good about themselves. I remember learning more about Epic in the beginning and stuff in the 1940s and 1950s. Doctors were saying, you know what, you have a child with a disability, just put them in an institution. They're going to amount to nothing. They're not going to do anything. And fortunately, there was a group of families said no. They stopped it. And that's how our whole organization was built, was on families. And where we're at today is in the 1960s, we opened it's called the Heartland Clinic now, but it used to be Allied Agencies, and we built that with a grant that we got with the help of Easter Seals, IPMR, and United Cerebral Palsy. And it was really what we called the one-stop shop because families could go there. They could get any kind of assessment, any kind of support, whether it was occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech and language, whatever the need for that individual was, we were able to do so. Since then, we have just, they're working in the community. They're having their own apartments in the community. We have come such a long way when back in the 40s and 50s, they said, no, don't worry about them. Just drug them up, put them in an institution. They're not going to amount to nothing. They're having healthy, quality lives today. That's what's so cool about being a part of Epic for us.
They're part of the community.
Absolutely. They give back.
Yeah,
they volunteer. Everything.
They're great people. Every time I walk in Epic, I leave a better person. I'm like, man, everybody in there, starting with you two, just smiles. You know, I like how you two give each other a hard time because I see that throughout Epic. It's a friendly, how are you, making sure everyone's on their toes to provide the best care for these individuals that are at your facility. So Jen, let's get back to you. You've been with the facility for over a year now. What's one major thing that you've seen change in the short amount of time that you're there?
So one of the things that I like most about Epic is we're truly a family. I mean, we laugh and joke all the time, like brothers, sisters, etc. But I've seen that not just up in the front, kind of where our offices are. Now you start to see that all the way through the building. One of the best parts of my day is when I get to introduce someone new to Epic and give them a tour and show them around and kind of show them who we are and what we do, because you truly don't ever meet a stranger. I mean, the number of times you get a hug walking through that hallway, you could be having the worst day. And, you know, our folks don't care. They don't know the difference, and they walk up and they give you a hug, and it's just, you feel like a better person. And you see that all the way through the building now. You see everyone kind of joking and laughing, and the atmosphere is just so warm. No matter what's happening, no matter what is going on, you know, whatever might be popping up. If we lost a grant or we lost funding or we lost something, it truly doesn't matter when you're in those walls. I mean, it does matter, but you know, nobody lets that get them down, because we know at the end of the day, we're there for our people, and we're there to make a better life for them, and we're there to help them give back too. And it's one of the coolest things to see and witness and be part of.
I've been fortunate enough to be in there and get a hug from some of your people. Shelby comes over on Fridays, and we teach a class to keep the participants active and mobile. And Shelby always comes back to Anytime Fitness just smiling. How was your class? He's like, I love it. Absolutely love it. So
they love him too.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they love
Shelby's
him.
a rock star over there.
Oh jeez, if he hears this, his head's going to get even bigger. Man, between,
I know.
You know, I know you and Shelby are good friends.
Absolutely.
You work out with Shelby. We're going to touch on that. But most importantly, or more importantly, is Epic. You guys have a big event coming up.
Absolutely.
You're 8,000 shy of goal. Listen to me out there. Epic is $8,000 shy of goal. This is organization that we need in our community, because they provide the foundation and support to get individuals out working and giving back within the community. If you've yet to tour Epic, it's up on Town Line Road, Industrial Road, up
right
in
the
that
corner.
That corner right there.
So that's just down the road from Allen, where Budweiser, Walmart is. If you head east about a half mile on Industrial, is it?
It's Town Line.
Town
Line
Road.
Road.
I'm sorry. You'll run right into it on the curve there. It's an awesome building. So listen, you guys got a great event. Let's talk about Bon Appetit.
Absolutely.
It's my
How we
favorite.
can get you over that 8,000. Come on, everyone, pay attention now.
So Bon Appetit is our signature fundraising event. It's super fun. It's in March 22nd at the Peoria Marriott Pier Marquette, which is amazing. They're so amazing to us.
Best outfit on?
It's fancy. This year it's actually a fiesta theme.
Oh, sombreros.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, and the decor is going to be stunning.
Unbelievable.
We are having Chef Claudia Sandoval. She won MasterChef Season 6 for anybody that watches those shows. Her hair is, bright red. She's going to be so fun. So what she does is she comes in, she tells a little bit of her story, and then does a cooking demonstration. So she designs the meal for us from the appetizer down to dessert, and works with Chef Aaron at the Pier Marquette to put on this just stunning food. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
I'm salivating right now. I mean, I'm ready.
It's going to be
I don't know the
worth it.
menu yet, but I've heard it's going to be pretty good. So we're excited. And it's a full scale event. So we have a silent auction, a live auction. We have a mission moment ask. We have some pretty cool stuff also. We have a great raffle from Bremer. They're donating a really amazing item for us this year. We do heads and tails. So we have a lot of fun throughout the night, as well as learning about Epic, which is truly why we're there. We have a couple of individuals that come and help seat tables and get to be part of the event, and just really fun. So we're $8,000 shy of our sponsorship goal. I know that we can do it.
Absolutely.
Come on, everybody. If you're out there and you're sitting thinking about what organization you might want to get behind this year with your sponsorship dollars, Bon Appetit,
I have it.
you have some.
I have it. I'm ready.
You have a few tickets left. Is that correct? I know. How many were originally up for grabs?
550?
Yep.
And we're down to
100, a little over 100.
Yeah. I have about maybe 127 left.
and you haven't even really started to market this,
No.
correct?
No.
If you don't get your tickets soon, you'll be one of those people. March 22nd had something on the plans, but didn't.
Worth it.
Yeah. Oh, it's way worth it.
Absolutely.
You know, giving back to the community, but giving back to an organization that truly invests in more people to give back. That's just that domino effect that
Absolutely.
you guys have mastered over at Epic.
One thing a lot of people don't know is, unfortunately, Epic is 90%, almost 90% reliant on state and federal funding. And in the state of Illinois, I'm sorry, but that sucks.
Yeah,
You
we
know, it
that's
does.
going.
We're always on the butcher block. So this is so vital to us to keep those programs going and stuff. And our goal is to what? To raise over $200,000 this year. And 3 years ago, we made $27,000. Last year, we made $130,000. So we keep going up. And this just, I can't tell you how much this helps our agency.
So important with the state cutbacks like you were
Absolutely.
talking about and the feds. We have to, as a community, come together and support Epic. And I think you've already had a great outpouring, but we still need more.
Absolutely.
Still need
And the
more.
cool thing is, we make so many new friends. And they're not just friends, they become part of our Epic family.
Yeah.
And so we see so many new faces that really get introduced to us at Bon Appetit. And then they come out and volunteer in our garden or in our classrooms or at one of our homes. And then we truly envelop them into the folds of our family. So it's meaningful in so many different ways.
Absolutely.
When you talk about, you know, different things, I've been fortunate enough to see poinsettias from Epic, which really made my health club look really nice over the holidays, and we kept them alive. Shelby was watering those, and he'd come in the office and he'd go, "Hey, this plant's drying out. No one's watering these plants." So we did our best job with our green thumb there,
Yeah.
with the help of some of our members as well.
Yes.
And then I've been fortunate enough to receive the garden gift basket from you, as well as several other things that you do throughout the year. Would you like to touch on just a couple of those before we come back to the Bon Appetit?
Absolutely. Well, one of the, I think we need to talk about Epicasso.
Yes.
That's one of our rising programs that is just awesome.
We have an art therapy program called Epicasso, where we have an art teacher who's amazing. I mean, the things that Beth comes up with, I can draw stick fish. That's about the extent of
You're
my,
way ahead
my
of me.
talent, you know? And I walk in there and I'm like, whoa, who did this? It's so cool. So not only do we do paintings of all different types, I mean, she does squeegee art, she does shaving cream art. It's just incredible what she does. But we had a couple of kilns donated this past year as well. So not only can we do ceramics, but we can do glass slumping. So they can create plates, and they've made bowls, and they've made cups, and they've made all of these amazing pieces of art that you would pay, you know, hundreds of dollars for in Chicago, right
Absolutely.
here in our backyard. But the cool part about it is we're helping teach some of these individuals to kind of, quote unquote, run their own business, where, you know, we have one
Cool.
guy, Mark,
Yep.
who does all of his own sales. He, you know, walks through the building saying, "Look what I made, who wants to buy this?" Knowing that, you know, a lot of the money will go back to keeping that program running, but he also will earn a paycheck
Absolutely.
when he sells art. And so we're helping him really discover his own inner artist. And through this, he's now teaching art classes at a local nursing home. You know, he's going in and helping teach these individuals, which is giving him skills, but
Yeah.
it's also getting him in the community and giving back and doing more and being a part of something bigger, which
His
is what we all want.
self-esteem.
Oh my gosh, through
It's
the
just-
roof.
Yeah, and this is a gentleman that really had a tough time transitioning into the community, into programming and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't even know that anymore.
These are real people that we're talking
Absolutely.
about. These are individuals right here in our community. And that was my question is, what does this young gentleman's self-esteem, how has that changed in a short amount of time?
I mean, what?
First of
4
all,
months?
yeah,
I mean,
and first of
it's-
all, he can't wait to come in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
him up to come to the workshop or whatever, anything like that, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to sell his art. Can't wait to advocate for other people. Look what we're doing at Epicasso. And it is just, if you're out there, stop in and see our gallery. It is just unbelievable.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If someone would like to purchase some of these pieces, how and where do they go?
So we technically have an art sale the third Wednesday of every month from 2 to 6 at Town Line. However, we're always around. So come on in. We can take care of showing you around. And
Yep.
Hooking you up with some
Wonderful.
good art.
Cash, credit card, whatever.
Check.
We're ready.
We'll take it all.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, can I put an order in for this gentleman? I'd like
Yeah.
to order up 2 coffee cups. I need some daily energy coffee cups, so put me in for an order,
Awesome.
and I'll
Absolutely.
donate $100.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank
Sound
you.
good?
Yep, absolutely.
You are
He'll
gonna
love
make,
it.
You're going to make his week.
Yeah,
you really
absolutely.
will.
Perfect.
He'll love it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to have those coffee cups on air, so
Yep.
that way
That'll be
people
cool.
can always
Yep.
be reminded of that. So it's that simple, everybody. Look, I just put an order in for some coffee cups. I'm going to be at Bon Appetit. Let's get back to
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
I'm excited. How much money do I need to bring for silent auction, live auction?
Just bring your credit card. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Whatever. You wouldn't believe the stuff that we auction off from anywhere from Anytime Fitness
you
baskets.
guys are giving us a basket,
Yep.
which will be
and
pretty cool.
to all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what we've got this year. We have some amazing handbags. If you know a lady in your life that likes a designer handbag, we'll have a couple of those. We have a lot of items actually from Epicasso. They're doing some paintings.
Bases,
They
all kinds
are
of stuff.
going actually down to JD Draper to learn some glass blowing techniques. So it's kind of getting them out of their comfort zone,
That's
and then they'll
awesome.
give it to us. Some great harvest items. We may be auctioning off a CSA basket if you're lucky. We've got some cool live auction things coming in, so a little bit of everything. We're trying to get a trip together this year. Like I said, we'll have the gorgeous piece from Bremer.
Yeah.
It'll be a fantastic piece this year that will fit with the theme.
I love how Bremer, my friends Brad and Ashley over
Oh,
there,
absolutely.
They're
get
gems.
behind such great
Yeah.
causes.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
They're
Yep.
really good to us.
We're
They
very
really
thankful.
are.
We're very
Yeah.
blessed for them being a part of our family too.
Yeah, they're
Absolutely.
awesome people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
You were
you're totally
just going
fine.
through your list. I mean,
yeah.
this is a star-studded gift-giving
Yeah.
event here.
Absolutely.
A lot of
Really
people
cool.
will be there.
Absolutely. 550 people.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I get to sit at your table.
Absolutely. You and
You
Shelby.
know where the trouble table is going to be.
Yeah.
That's for
The
sure.
fun table, I like to say.
I'm going
Yeah.
to start shopping for my outfit
Yes.
immediately.
Excellent.
So let's talk a little bit,
Yeah.
about our friendship, Eric.
Yeah.
You know, I met you through the Chamber Ambassador program. We had discussion, and then next thing I know, you're in working out.
Yes.
We just had Jeff Bach attorney at law. He owns his own business. He's got a family, and he makes time for working out. Let me ask you: you have so many people relying on you at Epic. What motivates you to work out? Why did you start? Maybe share that story.
Sure.
If you
Well,
don't mind.
first of all, I was 55 years old. First time I've ever been in the gym. And I was just sick and tired of being out of shape, truly. And it was just a wake-up call for me. I know I had some friends that were experiencing some health issues, and I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to retirement yet, and I want to be able to enjoy my retirement. I love to travel. We
Yeah.
travel a lot, and I want to make sure I'm healthy enough to do that. So I talked to you about it, and first of all, he goes, I got a perfect trainer for you. And he goes, he's 24 years old, and I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I tell you what, it has turned into such a awesome friendship that I have with Shelby and stuff. And literally, Anytime Fitness has changed my life and Tim's life too, my husband. And anyway, who'd have thunk? I work out 6 times a week now, and I've lost over 80 pounds within the first year.
Amazing
So
accomplishment.
absolutely. And the other reason that keeps me motivated too, I'm in charge of HR. I'm over our insurance plan. We are going to be implementing a wellness program. So I thought, I got a year head start here on this and stuff. So they're going to have wellness coaches assigned to our employees that are participating in our health insurance and stuff. We're teaming up now with Unity Point. Anytime Fitness as well, and it's just been plus the friendships that I've created there at Anytime Fitness, not just
How
with
about
you guys.
Chad?
Chad is my favorite. I
Don't
can't
tell Shelby that. Come on.
No, Shelby's my favorite employee.
Okay.
And so is Pat. Oh, I can't say that. All of them are just great, but it's just you look forward going and getting up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the gym. I just never thought I would ever do that, and it's great.
So you talk about the gentleman from Epic. You had a hard time having him come in. All of a sudden, he started giving back to the community,
Absolutely.
finding his self-worth. I think, after a year, you're seeing big progress. Kudos to you.
Thanks.
For getting out of bed, I think it might make getting out of bed a little easier once you start seeing some of the positives start flowing.
Absolutely.
And hats off to you by leading by example over at Epic. in taking the bull by the horns and taking your health and controlling it. I know.
I'll tell you what, your team Anytime Fitness team is just superb. And I mean, even other personal trainer, I've built a friendship with Patrick and stuff, and they're truly there to help all of us. You know what I mean? And whether it's I'm addicted now to the pre-workout stuff, but that's okay.
Your face get all tingly.
Let's go. You know, no, Patrick's been awesome. But the thing when I shrugged my shoulders about a 24-year-old, and I thought, you know, here I'm 55, I'm going to be with 24. It taught me that I can still learn, and I learned from even people younger than me. And Shelby is, if anybody makes this world a better place, he's one of those guys that does that.
Shelby's a good guy.
He
Shelby's
is.
a great
True and
guy.
true.
Won Best of the Best last year. Speaking of Best of the Best, that's coming up right around the corner. I saw your guys' name up on the board, huh?
We got thrown up there again.
Yeah.
Voting starts with the Peoria Journal-Star here shortly. I believe it's on the 24th.
Yeah.
Make sure you get out there, and nonprofit, I believe, is the category you're under. Anytime Fitness, shameless plug, is health club, yoga, training, nutrition, supplements. Yeah, you name it.
Yeah,
so look forward to seeing both of you back at Best of the Best this upcoming year. Bon Appetit. We're looking March 22nd. You can go to epicpeoria.org to take a look at tickets as well as other services that they offer. If you're interested in possibly looking to bring in an employ someone out of Epic, here's the two you'd want to reach out to, correct?
Right. Katie Murphy is our employment specialist. She works with employers, matching up the skills with the individuals, see what can work best for those employers.
And one thing I really enjoyed, Dan was working for me, but there was a coach there just to help oversee him. And by the end of Dan's time at any time, he was on his own. He didn't need that coach, and that just taught me that Epic is teaching them the skills to get them their own freedom back. And
we had one individual that retired after 23 years working in the community at the Dairy Queens. The customers and the employees really had a really cool relationship, and we were very sad to see her go.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's more awesome people at Epic that will be stepping right up. Yeah. Absolutely. It's always hard to keep the good ones around, isn't it?
It is. It is. A not-for-profit, that's one of our biggest struggles with turnover. That's speaking of DSPs, what we call direct service providers. We're really, that's our biggest turnover. It's because the state doesn't pay us enough to pay them. They start out at $9.25 an hour. You know, they probably have the most awesome job and most awesome responsibility. Their job is, my job is definitely no more important. You know, they are the front.
They're front line.
They front line, and they help the individuals become what they need. They support them. It's just phenomenal. But the turnover is just ungodly, and we're always battling that. The national turnover or the state turnover is 76% for DSPs.
Holy smokes.
And it's we're always our CEO is part of the Illinois Institute of Public Policy on for Intellectual Developmental Disabilities.
Say that 10 times fast.
And it is. I'm still
you can
going.
see when he's. I know when Shelby hasn't worked him hard enough because he's still.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just a challenge to bring the people in there and want to be here and stuff, but we're having a job fair on February 6th. It's at Epic, and we look forward to anybody that's interested in being a part of our family, working with the individuals. I tell you what, it is a very rewarding job. People say, well, it takes a special person to work there, and it really doesn't. It just takes a person that cares and doesn't want to control, but wants to allow someone to blossom.
Eric and Jen, this is, how quick did the half hour go by?
Unbelievable.
Blink of an eye.
Unbelievable.
Hey, February 6th, job fair over at Epic, epicpeoria.org, and March 22nd, mark your calendar.
It's the event to be at.
Absolutely.
Event to be at. Make sure you're at Bon Appetit down here at the Pier Marquette.
Yes.
March 22nd. epicpeoria.org for that and much more information. Visit their website. Jen and Eric, my friends, thank you. Look forward to a great year in front of us. This is Doug Pinter on Daily Energy. Have a good day, everybody.
See ya.
PeoriaLife.com